Hey, welcome to this pretty quick episode 10 of the Fast Break Mill podcast. I just want to say sorry for not having the podcast up yesterday. Life be life and sometimes, but we're here today and I'm about to go over the three teams I feel like benefited the most from the trade deadline. And I'm going to be honest, this trade deadline this year was kind of mid. Not a lot of the big names we were expecting, like DeJounte Murray getting traded, happen. It did not happen, but we still got some great moves, and I feel like moves that definitely put playoff teams in better positions to definitely do some damage during the postseason. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel and please go follow the TikTok for other NBA contact videos. And I appreciate everybody who's taking the time out their day to watch this podcast. And let's just get started. Alright, I feel like the team that had the best trade deadline was 100% the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks had different issues on their team that they needed to address, and one of them was another lob threat for Luka. I feel like getting another lob threat and just another quality big man was something that Dallas definitely needed, and getting Daniel Gafford for only Richaun Holmes and a 2024 first is pretty dope, especially after seeing what he did yesterday in his debut. Him and PJ Washington, who they acquired for Grant Williams and Steph Curry and a 28 second round pick. And let me tell you, the impact is showing right away. It's made the Mavs look even better than what they already were. Completely just dog walking the Oklahoma City Thunder yesterday. It's showing to me that the addition of Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington is going to be what puts the Dallas Mavericks over the top. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a rise for them in the up and coming days. The team that I feel like had the second best trade deadline has to be the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks already made a couple moves before the trade deadline, getting OG Anunoby, and it definitely has made their team into a better playoff team, a team that you could potentially see in the Eastern Conference Finals or maybe even make a finals performance if Jalen Bronson could actually take them to the finals. But I feel like their chances of making it just got better from this trade that they made, getting Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic, two quality bench guys that I feel like will make big impacts for the Knicks, and they only had to give up Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn. Quentin Grimes is a big loss. I'm going to be honest, I think that will have an impact down the road. It definitely won't show right away, but I think Quentin Grimes is a quality player who, it sucks that they're losing him, but the team that got him is also the team that I feel like was the third best team at the trade deadline. We'll get back to that, but Quentin Grimes, Ryan Arcidiacono, two future second round picks, and cash. Who doesn't like cash? But I really feel like this trade is extremely good for the Knicks. It gives them more bench depth. It gives them more firepower for when their starters are not on the court. They have competent guys that can get buckets on their own now, and this is honestly the most positive I felt about the New York Knicks in God knows how long, because they have not been this good in this long. So good on for the Knicks, you know. Last but not least, the third team that I feel like had the best trade deadline is the Detroit Pistons. And I know that's kind of crazy to say, seeing as Detroit has had a turbulent season, going for 28 or straight losses in a row, which is insane. But oddly enough, they've made some quality moves that I feel like definitely is going to put their team in a better position. And one of those moves I feel like is getting Simone Fontecchio from the Utah Jazz and only having to give up Kevin Knox in the future second round pick. The Pistons made a couple other moves, but I feel like this move right here was one of their most impactful. I feel like Simone is definitely going to be a great shooter for them, and he's going to be a part of this newly found young core with the Pistons as they try and rebuild from whatever the hell they did to start the season. I really like this move. And another move I feel like they did that no one's really talking about. I mean, NBA Twitter's talking about it, of course, but another move I feel like they made that I really like is getting rid of Killian Hayes finally. And don't get me wrong. I personally actually liked Killian Hayes as a basketball player, but that doesn't mean Killian Hayes was a good basketball player. And I truly feel like now that Killian Hayes is out the picture, it's gonna let Jaden Ivey flourish more and just show his true potential in this Pistons backcourt. And I feel like now that uh, he's gone, Ivy and Cade and Duren are going to prove that they are the big three for the Pistons and that they're going to be franchise pieces and have a great future. It's just they just need to get it to click, and we just need to forget about their horrible start to the season. But again, I feel like the moves they made at the trade deadline are definitely gonna help us start that process of believing in the Pistons. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. It was a quick little episode on the three teams that I felt like had the best trade deadline. Again, sorry for not having the episode up on Saturday, and sorry for this kind of being like a short little episode. Super Bowl Sunday, you kind of feel how I feel, you know what I know. But I got y'all next week. I'll make sure to everything's in place so that we got a better episode up and running next week. And just want to say again, thank you for everybody that's taking the time out their day to watch and subscribe and follow and do all that other junk. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Hope everybody has a great Super Bowl Sunday. And yeah, I'll catch y'all. Peace.